Hello students, welcome back to EDUP. This is Ranjan from Team EDUP. Dear students, up to now we have studied how to solve a network by using mesh current analysis and nodal voltage analysis and saw the concept of super mesh and super node. Okay, and solved a few MCQs relating to those concepts. Now in this lecture we will be discussing about the concept of combination of sources, means when there are a number of sources are connected either in parallel or either in series, then what will be their equivalent network, what will be their equivalent circuit. Okay, so this lecture will be very interesting for you and you make sure you stay till end of this lecture. Now let's start today's lecture. So what is combination of sources? Now let's discuss series connection first. Okay, suppose there is a voltage source like this with its internal resistance, let's say R, and let's say this one is V, and a current source of magnitude I is connected in series with it. Okay, as I said earlier, in series connection the current flows through each element will be same. Okay, as here there is a current source, so the total current flows through this branch is decided by this current source alone. So the total current will be your I, that is this amount of current is flowing through all the element. That means the current will be same throughout all the elements present in this branch itself. Okay, so this network, this combination of sources can be treated like a resistance with a current source alone. Okay, why? Now because we can neglect the voltage source. So let me redraw the circuit. This is resistance and this is current source. Okay, so this combination of sources can be now redrawn into this circuit. Okay, so remember always this point, when there are current source and voltage source are connected in series, then their combination can be treated like current source alone. Okay, similarly let consider there is a parallel combination of sources. Okay, let this is a voltage source and let this is a current source, this is I, let's say, and this is, let's say, V. Okay, they are connected in parallel. So in parallel combination we all know that the voltage across each element will be same. So the voltage across these two terminal is your V, that is this voltage source magnitude. So this can be redrawn into the voltage source alone. Okay, means here the voltage is decided by only this voltage source, there is no significance of this current source, so we can neglect this current source for analyzing the network. So this circuit can be redrawn into this voltage source alone. So you can also remember this point, when the two sources are connected in parallel, then their equivalent will be your voltage source alone. Means you need to remember two things. First one is, in series connection current source will get more priority over the voltage source, and in parallel combination the voltage source will get more priority over the current source. So remember these 2 points. In exam you may get direct question from these 2 points. Okay, now let come to the question. See, in this question there are two sources, one is ideal voltage source and other one is ideal current source, and they are connected in series. Okay, now we have to tell what will be the combination equivalent to either it is voltage source or current source, or different from either voltage or current source, or none of these. Okay, just I told you in the previous slide that in series connection the current is same, so the current source will get more priority. So here the option B is your right answer, that is same as current source. Okay, so you can expect such type of question in your SSC like exam directly. Okay, now come to second question. In this question there are also two sources, voltage source and current source, and instead of series connection they are connected in parallel. As I told you, in parallel connection the voltage across the 2 point across all the elements will be same, so the voltage source will get more priority. So we can neglect the presence of current source. So this combination can be treated like a voltage source alone. So your option B is your right answer. So remember, in parallel voltage will get more priority, so voltage source. In series connection current will be constant, so current source will get more priority. Okay, so remember these two concepts. Now come to the third question. See, in this question we have been given with a network where two sources, that is 12 volt and 2 volt, are connected in series. Okay, with a resistance 100 ohm. Okay, here 12 volt and 2 volt are connected in such a way that both negative are connected together. So let apply KVL to this. Here this is -2 and this is +2. Okay, because we are moving from higher potential to lower potential. So this is -2 and this is +12. So this is total is your +10. So the total voltage is your +10. As the total voltage is here +10, the current will be flowing like this. Okay, this is positive voltage source, so the current will be flowing like this. Now let calculate the current I equal to the total voltage divided by total resistance. This is Ohm's law. This is very obvious. Okay, so this is 10 divided by 100 equal to 0.1 ampere. Okay, now let's calculate the value of power for the various elements like 12 volt source, 2 volt source and 100 ohm resistance. Okay, here the power for this 12 volt source equal to its current and its voltage. Its voltage is 2 volt. Okay, and current in the circuit is your 0.1 ampere, that is 1.2 watt. Okay, similarly for 2 volt, this is 2 volt into 0.1 ampere, so this is 0.2 watt. And for this 100 ohm resistance, P 100 ohm equal to your 0.1 square into 100, that is I square into R. So this is 0.01 into 100, this is equal to 1 watt. Okay, now let us see what will be the nature of power. Here for 12 volt source, the current is leaving from this positive end. Okay, so when, remember one thing, when the current leaving from the positive terminal of a voltage source, then this voltage source will delivering the power. Okay, means supplying the power. So for this 12 volt source, the power is your deliver or supply. Okay, similarly for 2 volt source, the current is entering to the positive terminal and leaving from the negative terminal. So for this 2 volt source, the power is your absorbed, power absorbed. Okay, and for this 100 ohm resistance, here this is positive and this is negative. So as it is a load, by default it will take power. So 100 ohm resistance will absorb power. So for this 100 ohm your power is absorbed. So if you take a close look, the net power absorbed equal to your, this is 0.2 watt and this is 1 watt. So the net power absorbed equal to your 1.2 watt, and here the net power delivered is your 1.2 watt. So the net power absorbed and the net power delivered in a network, in any network, will be same. This is based on the conservation of energy. Now let come to the option. Here in the option A it is saying 2 volt source absorb 1.2 watt of power. Here we got the 12 volt source supply or deliver power, so this is wrong. And in second option 2 volt source deliver 0.28 watt of power. So this is 2 volt source and it is absorbing 0.2 watt power, so this is also wrong. And in third option it is saying 12 volt source deliver 1.68 watt. So 12 volt is supplying 1.2 watt, so this is also wrong. And fourth option says 2 volt source absorb 0.2 watt of power. Here the 2 volt source absorb 0.2 watt of power. So this option is your right answer. Okay. So always remember any electrical network is based on the conservation of your energy. Okay. So this is a very important and useful concept. Now let's move on to the next question. Here are three elements are connected in series, that is E1, E2 and E3, and here the current is given as 1 ampere, that is 1 ampere is flowing through all the element as they are connected in series. Okay. Now we have to tell what is the nature of power and the magnitude of power by this element E3. Okay. Here if you take a close look, here for element E1 the current is entering this positive dot and leaving from this negative dot. So for this E1 the current is entering, means the power is absorbed. Okay. Similarly for E2 the current is entering this positive, so the power is absorbed. So the net power absorbed equal to the power absorbed by this E1 plus power absorbed by this E2. Okay. So power absorbed by this E1 is how much? This is current into voltage, so 1 into 3. Similarly for E2 this is 1 into 6. Okay. So this is 3 plus this is 6 equal to 9 watt. Here as the power absorbed by the element is your 9 watt, so there must be an element which will be supplying or delivering the power of same amount to satisfy the conservation of energy that I told in the previous slide. So this element must be delivering or supplying the power. So the polarity of this element will be like this one is positive and this one is negative. Okay. Means this E3 will be your a voltage source. Okay. So the power must be delivered by this source and the power delivered by this source will be equal to this amount. Okay. In order to satisfy the conservation of power, so this will be equal to 9 watt. So the element E3 will deliver that much amount of power to the network, okay, to absorb this amount of power. So here option, that is A, deliver 9 watt of power. So option A is your right answer. Okay. By this let's wind up today's lecture. Thanks for watching everybody. See you in my next video. Till then keep watching and keep learning. And one more thing, please subscribe to our channel and like the video, and if you have any doubt then put your doubt in the comment section. Thank you.